season, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Cleveland Browns. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go on EA Sports. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. And his first look is incomplete. He was looking that time for Jameson Williams. And it's 2nd down.
Silver.
Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
To the left side, he finds Taslaw. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 4th down. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man complete. That's Newton. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Well, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down. Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Roster 6. Ready?
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
38. Check. Black Ultra. Ready?
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down.
Down. Switch. Yellow. 52 blue. Set.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Yellow. 22. Hut.
They'll run on third down with Brown. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
It's caught. Mitchell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Adonai Mitchell from 17 yards out. And the Browns are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Boy, you go 3 and out on your first drive, and that's not the way you want to start this drive either. Doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays, you don't want to call it a disaster, but not looking very sharp.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Hurts. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good. For the Lions, first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Trying to get that to Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down. Gibbs straight ahead. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Lions, first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Tiger Hornet. Dre, set.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Browns drive about to get started. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
That's one way to get yourself out of a hole. They're backed up deep, and while this looked like a simple completion at first, he was able to create some space, and off he goes. Separation not just in the route, but after the catch, too.
On the ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Red. Set. Ready. Black. 95. Blaster. 6. Black Ultra. Red. Cycle.
He'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Set. 43 rail. 45. Right. Put striker. Check striker. Ready.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he'll scratch out only about a yard after the 32.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Green Jack. 52 black. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone covers there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Okay, right? Red, yellow. Here we go. Check.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That's good.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Ready,
1st and 10 at the 12-yard
Black
line.
40. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Ready. Yellow. Hey, go field.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction.
10 black.
Back to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 17 yards out. And the Browns go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for the Lions.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Lions.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That quick throw there is incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, have them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Great, set.
Back to throw here. That's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's another Detroit Lions 1st down.
He'll go right back to St. Brown. Now a 2nd and 10.
St. Brown. No gain on the play.
Back to throw again. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the 1st half.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got his man, it's Williams. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line.
Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Second down and a yard.
Hey, check Mac.
They'll set up to throw.
That is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Here we go. 33. Yellow. Huge. Yellow. Blue. Go. Real green. Ready?
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now inside the 25. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Ready. Smash. Smash.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Yellow, 22.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
He's to the 20.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs,
94 yards.
and the Lions have cut it back within a score.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell.
And it's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's second and inches at the 45-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And this is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An inside give, Brown. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Brings up third and 6.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick.
They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Down, 10 cycles. 60 clock.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 24-yard line.
This is Brown going up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. He'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
That's another Browns first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Ready?
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is scooped up. He's got daylight. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 144 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
King, Phil King. 63, back. 63.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Lions first down.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
Great, set.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, 73. Kyle Leviani.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got this to Williams, complete.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 29. That's another Detroit Lions.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Kyle Leviani. 73. Kyle Leviani. Alpha.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Lions have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
It's caught. Mitchell. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Black shot. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Hey, Silver.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They go again with Blue. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jaden Blue.
A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Browns, 14.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready, set.
Looking to put a drive together.
Black Ultra. Here we go. Set, huh?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he floated one out there incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
45. White. Green Jack. Set.
He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
White. Cut.
They'll look to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Blaster, 6. Fury, yellow. Cut.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go. 6. Block 40.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Norton.
To number 88. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
60 red. Slide blue. Red. Cycle. Drill green.
Back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Lions are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
52. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
First down.
White.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
2nd and 6.
Let's go. Trim it.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
That is intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game,
I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Here's 1st and 10.
22 Here we go. Here we go. Blue, 32.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Blue striker. Set hut. 30. Flights blue. Black ultra. Ready?
Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Black chop. Here we go. Yellow, 20, needle, blue. Ready.
He's back to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Here's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
63. Easy, 63. Now let's get it.
Back to throw.
And that's caught by Williams. On the move past the 40.
And he's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you get that
One
up?
of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Lions, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA